We have Kenneth Pitre, a local, who is cooking chicken in a red sauce for us. He got here around 1 o'clock and it has been smelling wonderful ever since. We have cooking demonstrations every Saturday. The cooking usually starts around 1 and the presentation and sampling happens at 4 o'clock, and it's free to the public.
You have some guest chefs on the way, and you have one here with you. Tell us about what's coming up.
Okay, for the next couple of weekends, we have Raymond Miller, who's going to be doing a chicken stew for us, and the weekend following that, we're going to have Fontenot, the musician, showing us how to make boudin. And then at some point in July, we're going to have our wonderful mayor cooking for us.
Oh yeah, we're going to be doing our crawfish étouffée, so it's going to be good. And we cooked it last night at the house, and it was a hit, so we're going to do it here at the center.
And as you said, this is open to the public, so you would like to invite everyone to come out. At what time does it start each Saturday?
Each Saturday, our programming starts from 10 to noon with a children's program called Explore and Restore. They work with recycling to make fun arts and crafts projects. 1 o'clock to 2:30, we have a Cajun conversation with Matt Fruget. From 2:45 to 3:45, we have music and dancing by the CFMA. And then from 4 o'clock on, we have a presentation on Cajun and Creole cooking and sampling.
And what takes place today at 6 p.m. at the Liberty Center for Performing Arts?
Today we have a pretty good musician, from what I understand, called Josh Johnson. I don't know if anybody's ever... Sir, could you come
And the Beagle Ranch Ramblers. Come on over here, Josh. Josh is a local hero for us here. He's played at the Crawfish Étouffée Cook-Off and many other events. Josh, what can we expect tonight?
Some great old French music.
Is that what your band specializes in? And also, who are the members in the band?
Well, tonight we have myself, Miss Mary Tweedale, Miss Megan Benoit, and Cody Lafleur and Carl Huval, also from here in Eunice. All of us like that driving old-fashioned style, so that's what you're going to get from us.
Where did you come up with the name Beagle Ranch Ramblers?
That is actually my favorite question I get asked, because my grandfather raised beagles for rabbit hunting. And his bloodline that he started that's what he called it, Beagle Ranch.
Kenneth Pitre, who is a retired attorney here in town. His kids own Lakeview Park and Beach. I'm not sure if any of y'all are familiar with that or not. We are trying to make sure that we bring in as many local chefs as possible to teach all of our visitors, whether they are local or not, how to cook culturally significant dishes, whether it's Creole or Cajun. So he was wonderful enough to step up to the plate and be one of our first chefs. And also we have our mayor sitting here. He's going to be cooking in the month of July. Tell everybody hi, Scott. That's our mayor back there.
Raised in the country, we grown vegetables in small farm, 20-acre farm, passed down from the family. And we were Swords as a community, maybe I think I said maybe about 32 people, might make 33, and we were six in the children in the family, with the parents who were 8, and the rest of them were made up of aunts, and uncles and cousins. Because in here in South Louisiana, we're very, I guess, family oriented, and we stay close by, close knit. I have 4 kids myself, and I have 3 that lives here in town. That live with me, and we have, I have 7, speaking of them, here's Mama Tirada here, my support. That's through my children and to my grandchildren. Actually, I have 7 grandchildren. This is Lance, Camille, my granddaughter, and Laura and Bonnie, and Evelyn. And we have 1 grandchild, Bonnie is expecting, and she's that'll be my 8th grandchild. We have a tradition. For those of you who are here, you know it, but for those of you from out of town, we have a tradition here that a lot of times men, like ladies, get together for bridge or something like this elsewhere. We get together for suppers and play cards. Bourrée is a famous game that has gone around, and lately we play I Got It. It's a 2-card poker game. But the bourrée is something that Cajun culture has grown up with. And every time you get together to play cards, you also have to have supper. And Scott knows that real well. And one of the men cook. We take turns cooking. So it's a tradition that has grown up ever since I've known. We used to go, when I was a kid, I used to go with my father. We'd go seining in the bayous and catch all kinds of fish. And it was my job. I was small. until I graduated where I could get behind the scene and catch a few fish, I would, it was my job to throw the fish on top of the bank, and I had to catch the fish and put them in a sack. And then at the end of, near the end of the day, we'd start cooking on the side of the bayou, cooking fish. And so that was, and it was men that would do that, all men would, and it was cooked. And so we grew up with it. So today, Angelle asked me what I wanted to cook. I said, well, this is my favorite thing. So a lot of times when you do your favorite thing, that's what you do best. So whether you think it's best or not, that's your own taste. But I'll do with my best, and hopefully y'all appreciate it. It's chicken with a tomato gravy, and I normally use something to thicken the gravy as well, because some people, as you can tell right here, this is a little thin. I like it a little thicker than that, and if I had a little more time, I'd let the steam come out and the water steam out, and it would make it thicker. In New Orleans, the gumbo, they add tomatoes to the gumbo. Here in Cajun country, we do not. Most people do not. And we use okra as well, but very seldom will you add tomatoes to gumbo. And it's less rude in New Orleans. But as far as the dishes, yes, we use tomatoes. Definitely.
A lot of you talked about the rice, why we use medium grain rice. Did you talk about why we use medium grain rice?
Oh, the medium grain rice. Yeah, some people use different types of rice. I enjoy the medium grain. It sticks a little better to the together. Long grain, to me, kind of separates. I like my rice to stick together a little bit.
It holds our sauces a little
Yeah,
better.
and you can wait. Can they start?
Yep.
Okay.
If you guys are interested in a sample, y'all are welcome to come up.
There's a lot of psychology, and as y'all know, parents over here in raising kids. And I'll just share one of them with while I'm cooking. My mother was a great psychologist. We used to pick cotton in the cotton fields, and I was small. I could barely haul a sack of cotton behind me. And my sack was about this big and about this long, and we'd have a strap that would go over here. And then hers, hers and my father and brothers and everything, they're big size. And I would look at this row. You had a row that must have been, it looked like 300 feet long, but it wasn't that long. And you're picking cotton, and it doesn't go very fast. You pick a few rolls and you put them in there, and it doesn't go very fast. Your sack's not full. You see everybody else's sack's getting full. And I'd get so discouraged. And so she'd pick a whole bunch of cotton, big old cotton, and she'd put it in my sack. Oh, I felt good then. I would start. It gave me more encouragement to say, hey, this is possible. And she'd do that every now and then. Pretty soon we were at the end of the road and picking cotton, and my sack was pretty full. So it made me want to continue doing this.
We will be having a summer camp coming up. We have about 10 spots that are available. It is a $50 fee, ages 9 to 12. It'll be July 11th through July 15th. So they can call 457-8499 to get more information about it.
If it's happening in Eunice, you'll hear about it right here.
The local hometown information station with today's best country
Is the Cajun Prairie's 105.5 KEUN.